I want to welcome each and every one of you to this college. And I believe that you are very lucky to have been part of those that scaled the hurdles of admission process to be admitted to this great college. I want to assure you that you are in for a very nice time, and you have done the right thing by choosing this college as your place to study. I want to assure you, by the time you are graduating from this college, you will be glad. I will be thanking God that you are here to study. This place will be a springboard to other great places that God has destined that you will do. But I must tell you, even if it is ordinary OND that you are able to have, maybe that's the one that you have done, OND of this college will open the gate of wealth for you in Jesus' name.
You're welcome. You are the reason why we are here. We are here because of you. So sit down very well, fasten your seatbelts, because you are in for a great time. Grace Nigeria students! Africanist Nigeria students! Gracias background! Gracias baby! Our SPG presidents, you are destined to have an induction. They have not yet come up with that thing. So I want to appreciate the Provost for the trust he has in the committee to bring this to me. Like I've said, in the morning, this is one of its kind. This is the very first time we are having it this way. So thank you very much for the trust you have in us. Right now, we have different segments of the program. We are going now to the opening ceremony. Someone will say, what have we been doing since? We have just been booting. We have been warming up. Now we're going to the program proper.
Of you that have your JAMB admission letter are actually full students of this school. Why? If you do not print your JAMB admission letter, it goes to show that you haven't completed your admission process. And then that means JAMB doesn't have a record of you being our student. For you to complete your admission process, you need to play your own part. You've done your post-student CME, you need to upload your O level to your JAMB portal. If you do not do this, then admission cannot even take place. So I want to enjoin you that you need to tell you also that you need to go to the CBT centers and upload your O level. If after uploading your O level, you still do not have access to your JAMB admission letter, then you might need to see me. So your own part in this whole thing is to upload your O level, and then we'll take your
names when you are being mobilized for your service. So make sure you arrange your names properly, the way you arrange when you were doing your WAEC and your JAMB. If you are bearing Joseph, Ayomide, Ayomiku, make sure it is the same trend. Do not now come and change the way the names were arranged. It means that is another person. It is not the original you. And name spelling. Make sure your names are properly spelled. Some Yusuf have it with single F, while some uses double F. If your own is double F, don't now change it to single. And if your own is single, don't change it to double, because those are two different people. Don't make that mistake of spelling. It will affect in the nearest future. And then another thing is no name abbreviation. Please, whichever forms you are given in the department, make sure your names are written in full. Look at the space where you have to write your names. If the space is too small for your name, make sure you squeeze it out. Don't abbreviate, because some abbreviations can mean any other name. If you are A can mean Abraham, it can mean Adam, it can mean Ayomide, Ayomiku, Adenike. So please, do not abbreviate your names. Another thing I'll talk on is on the date of birth. There is no column in the NYSC portal for you to now affix your date of birth. The date of birth is from WAEC and from your JAMB portal. So the date of birth you fixed in then, when you were writing your WAEC, that is the date of birth JAMB and NYSC will reckon with. So I believe you guys have your date of birth intact. No changing of date of birth because you were born just once. So please, hold on to that. Let's endeavor to eat before coming for lectures. Don't persuade when you finish maybe the first lecture. money to buy snacks. We have snacks all around the lecture rooms. I pray the Lord will help us.
Student affairs unit is supposed to be an arm and supposed to look after the welfare of all students on campus. And I feel that students should make themselves available and approachable at all times when there are issues that are needed to be addressed. The doors of the Student Affairs Unit is always open. And we have various levels of communication, lines of communication, channels of communication that you can avail yourself of, that you can make use of. We have the Dean of Student Affairs, we have the Sub-Dean, we have the Student Affairs Officers. All these people are there to be able to listen to your case, as the case may be, and then for them to provide solution where the need arise.
What you need when you come for registration in the library, you don't need to bring any money, you know. You are nice people in the library. What you need is your form, that is you collect from your department, and that form must be signed by the assistant registrar, so-called. You bring the signed form with the photocopy and 2 passport photographs. So that's why we entitle you to library ID cards and 2 borrower's tickets. The library ID card will enable you to have access to our facilities in the library, while borrower's ticket will enable you to borrow 2 books at a time, and that book must be returned at due date. You know, we have many rules and regulations. That borrower's ticket and your library ID card, you will take that one for 2 years, and after the end of your course, it is our property. You have to return it when you are coming for your clearance. I want to advise that your success in this college starts now. The fact that you are here listening to all that we have been saying means that you are serious, and I hope that you will take to heart all that you have been advised. Your decision to have either a distinction, upper credit, lower credit, pass, or to be sent out of the college starts now. So I'm encouraging you all to start and hit the ground running from the very first day. Have time for your studies. That's why you are here. That's the most important thing for you to do. That's your main goal, to live here with your certificate. Plan your study time, do your assignments promptly, and take your notes. Prepare your notes. As has been said earlier, we have different strengths. Some people have very, photogenic brains. Before you even hear, before you see, you are already committed to your memory. Some have to read and read and read. Whatever your strength, know your style of learning and take advantage of the time that you have now to start early. Monitor your academic progress. At the end of this exercise, some people will come and teach you and explain to you how to calculate your CGP. Do that as early as possible at the end of every semester so that you can improve yourself. It's never too late.
To stay on campus, act wisely and mentally balanced. You need to be physically fit. If you are physically fit, then it's easy for you to strike balance between your academic and sport as well. In fact, to move from Lagos campus here to Abuja campus over there, if you are not physically fit, you won't enjoy it. And if you are physically fit and mentally balanced, then you can triumph in your academic endeavor. So that's why you need exercise. And if you look at your timetable, on every Wednesday, between 4 to 6, it's fixed for you, so that you can join us at Border Field to exercise yourself and participate in any of the game of your choice.
If there is any pressing issues in our various departments, let's communicate to the right channel, which is the student union executive. We have various student union executives in every department. If you are in ND1, you have student union executive in ND2s. If you are in HND1, you have student union executive in HND2. Please and please, if there is any issues, don't take laws into your hand. Please please and please, there are a lot of instances. It is good to have grievances, and don't let us mix rights and privileges. If you are being given there is far difference between rights and privileges. Rights, you can claim it. The privilege, it can be taken away from you if you misuse it. And the second thing is about our hall of residence. Please and please, let's maintain it. Those of you that are staying in hostel, be it borough or main hostel, please don't vandalize the school property.
To come to Federal College of Animal Health. You will learn a lot of things that will be useful for you for life. Just make sure you follow whatever they are teaching you to do. It will be useful for you for life. You even pass it to other people. I'm so happy that you are here. Please encourage your colleagues that felt what you are doing is not important. Tell them they are missing a lot so that they can be here to learn. And by the time you start your studies, you can know that for a very good time. Thank you very much to the team. Anyway, thank you very much for coming. And thank you all for coming.
No country in this under this service act is immune from this devastating consequence of drug abuse, especially among the high-risk group, which is the youth. That is why we are here today. That is why we are here to let us know that we need to remain focused. It's a problem that is eating deep globally, but we don't have to be a part of that problem. You understand? Don't forget that some drugs will work as a stimulant or a depressant in a particular body. The way it will work for A might be different from B. Sometimes it will work like a depressant for some people to make them low. Meanwhile, another person will take it and make them high. The same kind of drug. The reason is not perfect. It's because we are not wired the same way. It's God that created us. And He created us in His unique way, differently. But what you think, hey, you want to take, you too may want to take it. Because my friend is doing it. We are going to why people do drugs. We will go there. That why people do drugs. The reason why people do drugs are very many. Sometimes, because of the availability of the drug, you can see it on the everywhere, anywhere you go, especially the gateway drug. Before you move one step, one pole to the other, you will see somebody selling all those different kind of black food, different kind of beautiful names that you can get. All you do is just open one sachet, squeeze it, and throw the nylon away. It's the effect that people will be seeing later. You understand? So it's available. Another reason why people do drugs, peer pressure. You have to give in to what your friend is doing because you want to be among friends. You don't want to be left out. You are now, I'm now a student. I am institution. I'm now in tertiary institution. And they have to see me as one. I have to roll with the big guy. Before you know it, you want to do the remain for nothing. You have not achieved anything. You have not done anything in life. And you want to be the big boy in town. And the only way you can do is just to be like them. And from fry pan to fire before you know it. Another reason why people do drugs because they want to make money. They want to make money, they don't care at the detriment of others. Because if you see some of your mates selling these drugs to you, he wants to fund his education, probably is from a home that they cannot really finance it, and he sees that drug is something that people are now, it's not trending. Let me start selling so that I'll sell to people. I'll make it available for students. He has seen a ready market and will not bring it to school. He doesn't care whether you continue with your education or not. He doesn't care whether you drop out or not. All he wants is to make him shati lowo. Ole logo moje kemi shati lowo. You understand? All he wants is money. You understand? And the only way you can do it is know that by the time he brings it available, make it available for you. You that you are training your future with now, you just collect it from him. You understand? So you choice that you are doing it. By hearing what do I mean, they can tell you that you need to be, you are not doing well at school, and when you take this, you'll be able to read. But you have forgotten that you can actually take it to read. Well, will you take it to do the exams? Will you take it to do the test? You understand? Because by the time you read, when it's time for you to now write down what you have read, you are always dozing or you are not remembering.
Emotional intelligence or quotient is the ability to recognize, understand, use, manage your emotions with respect to others in a positive way in order to release stress, communicate effectively, empathize with others, overcome challenges, and diffuse conflicts. But that's not what I'm doing. Meditation is one major thing that can alter the makeup of a man. Another thing that can alter the makeup of a man. I don't want to know how well you have been trained, you have been groomed from home. Second thing that can alter the makeup of a man is his environment. Environment is so powerful that when you pick a dollar and place that dollar in a brilliant environment, that dollar can turn to somebody who is brilliant. And it's so powerful that if you pick a brilliant man or woman from an environment and place the person above the dollar, it only takes time. The person will look like them. Environment is powerful. So there are coming into school, so many of you are returning into school. The school itself is an environment, and it's a mixed environment. It's a mixture of different kinds of people. People with good home training, people with minimal home training, people with bad home training, people with no home training at all. And if care is not taken, if you find yourself in the wrong set, you can become like them. Yoruba is so powerful in this program. When you have been October, so that's why the concept of emotional intelligence is so important to talk about in school system, because a lot of people have become nuisances by just getting into school and couldn't manage the power of emotions.
Cutting in Nigerian tertiary institution has become a source of concern for analysts and security intelligence pundits in view of the fact that technology has made it more sophisticated than what it was decades ago, where recruitment meetings and decisions were done in one corner of the classroom, in a bush, in a campus, or hotels. But nowadays, ladies and gentlemen, courses has been made abundantly digital. Because recruitment, meeting and decisions are now done virtually on the internet through the use of social media platforms. Hence, it has become difficult for all of us in the security services to track. Eventually, you get them, you cannot get justice. Therefore, ladies and gentlemen, let us be together. Therefore, choose your friend wisely. As let us see.
Is having unlawful carnal knowledge of a woman or a girl without her consent. So when we talk about rape, what rape means is like you actually penetrated that person. There's penetration. That is rape. And when we say without consent, it means that is either by force. In fact, even if you don't force her, if it is by threat, it is still rape. If it is by intimidation, like something will happen, if you don't force the girl, if you use your mouth to intimidate her, even into submission, and it's not like maybe you try to forcefully rape her, it is still rape. I'm just trying to let people know what is that consent. Then, either or fear. If the girl, for one reason, even if it's not like maybe you try to hold her hand or her leg, if the girl just succumb because she was scared for all the boy, because that is the word we are in now, it is still what? It is still rape. So, anything, even if it is a married woman, it can be raped. Or if somebody now come trying to pretend that, oh, like is the husband of that woman or is the wife, and she doesn't know, maybe by resemblance or something, it is still rape, and it is punishable by law, by imprisonment and whatever. But now there's sexual assault. When we talk about next slide, so when we talk about sexual assault, is a wider definition. You don't even need to penetrate the girl. You only need to touch her breast, or touch somewhere, or touch any area that she doesn't like. That is actually sexual assault. So it includes touching, fondling, molestation, sex. Sex is like a kind of sex that people have. There are some substances that people do. When they use it, they are really very high. So they do what we call being sexy. They can have sex for like 3 hours, 5 hours on different people. So we call it sex. So we have some people that are like that. If you relate with them, you can run into trouble. So that is why, because I don't know a relationship between a girl and a boy, actually. That is me. Then you greet yourself. So any other thing that is making you too intimate, you are looking for trouble. Because your body is not smooth. And I'm sure many people, they don't have a gift of celibacy. A gift of celibacy are people that don't have sex. They don't have that desire. It's not in them. Those things are gifts. And it's only few people that have it, unless the person is also castrated anyway.
So when you bother yourself, thinking that this one to stop, you are just deceiving yourself. You are expending negative energy in that regard. Is that okay? So don't focus on what you cannot control. If you want to become excellent, don't focus on what you cannot control. Nigeria Buhari is good or is not good. Can you control it year from year? Answer me. No. So if you keep on going to where they are discussing to Buhari every day, then see yourself. You can become excellent. So don't put yourself on weather, on NEPA. You can't control NEPA, you come or not. So focus on yourself. So here is where you should focus yourself. What you can control. Take control of your life. Be able to prioritize and focus on the most important things. You can control how you read your book, isn't it? Let's talk now. Yes, sir. You can control when you will sleep. Well, is that also? Those are what you can take control of. So when you begin to control yourself, you begin to narrow this. Is it narrow now or increase it? You will increase this, your circle of control, and you begin to shrink the concern. Is that also? When you bother yourself more on this circle, it will begin to push this down to you. Before you know, you'll be frustrated. So some people commit suicide in that regard because they are, because they are already not in charge of themselves. So for you to control your environment, you must take charge of yourself and push.
Big clap for yourself.
On behalf of the Provost of the College, Dr. Adekoya Owosibo is bringing the question. And also seated here, the Deputy Provost Administration, Dr. Blake and Dr. Mrs. Sugezele and our team. I say thank you for your job well done. And you students, well done. Congratulations for your admission to the college. And I also congratulate you because you are the first student that will partake in this general orientation done by the college. So you need to clap for yourself.
Like it's the first time to have a combined orientation. Really, over the years, we do it at departmental level. Although the orientation also took place at departmental level, where all the departments intimate their students with what goes on in their department and what they are expected, and to let them know their lecturer. But we just decided that we are evolving, and no system should be static. So we just believe that it's best to combine the students together for all of them to know one another, and then to give them orientation concerning various aspects of academic life and life in general. So if you have followed the orientation, you realize that what was discussed is not only about how to excel academically, also how to live morally upright, how to shun drug abuse, how to avoid sexual crime, how not to get raped, and so on and so forth. So, and we realize that it's very, very good, and all the students that were part of it will attest to that. And I believe that with time we will do more, because by the time this one has ended, you are going to see the success of this program and what it lacks and how we add more to it over the years.
Our college, the college keeps evolving. We keep evolving, and we want to continue to promote peace, unity amongst the students and the staff, and also higher standards of learning, excellence among our students. We've been having it, we want to get to greater heights, more peace amongst the students. Let them know more about the college, that they belong to this community, and apart from that, we want them to know that this is just a springboard for higher heights. So the college decided, let's have this orientation program. Let the children be more peaceful, sincerely. Students are becoming more aggressive nowadays, Many of them don't want to hear what adults are saying. They feel they are better in this era of social media and all forms that they continue to learn from outside. So we want them to know that recourse to violence is not the best. We had an issue last year, and we felt, let us educate the students better. Let us let them know we love them. They are like our children, and that we are there to ensure that they move forward academically and all areas of life. That is why we started this orientation program this year.
Once students gain admission into any institution, it's a new environment for them. They are crossing over from the high school and the secondary school to a high institution. So at that particular point in time, they are new to the environment. So orientation basically is to make them to be aware, to know everything about the environment of the school, one. Number two, for them to pursue academic excellence in the right way. In a nutshell, they should know everything about the school, and the school also should know some things about them, so that they'll be able to sail through without any hitch as they journey on in academic pursuits. Well, there's another thing under the leadership of Dr. Adekoya Owosibo. There's something we know that once you give students instruction, somehow along the line, many of them may not hear, they may not heed to the advice and everything. So we have also put some things in place. Like this orientation is one of its kind. The very first time we're going to have this, we have brought different professionals that can talk to them about different issues, about that are facing them, and they have opportunity of asking questions. So that one, I'm sure, is going to go a long way. Another thing is that we're not just going to have a one-off thing. Along the line, during the semesters and the sessions, we're going to still have repetitions of this, so that they will be able to, once you repeat again and again, I know it's going to sink. We're going to have a better outcome. I believe so.
We learned a lot because they taught us so many things. How to live our lifestyle, how to become successful in our education, in our academy, how to manage our time so that when we do, how to manage our time so that we can manage our time to read, to do every other thing.
We learn a lot, so they talk to us about how we can spend our lifetime, how to cope with the academic. So, and they talk to us about every aspect of our lives, how we can move on in our academics.
It was a blast. I really enjoyed myself. The information, the guidance, the principle on how to attain distinction was awesome. And I believe everyone who attend that orientation with such information, one is permitted to fail.